in right now. Let the Lord do for you what you cannot do for yourself. It's not the flesh of Jesus. And drink of the water when you come.
Okay, so I'm done blending my beans. So I just turned it into a bowl. Mix, 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 mix. I'll be adding some salt as well, not too much, just a little. You do not need to add seasoning cube, please. You're not making more, you're making akara. I had felt that the salt wasn't enough, so I added more and then I stir. And I had to change from this spatula I was using to a whisker. I don't know if that's what's called. Whisker. Okay, English is not my language, please pardon me. So I'll just turn it, I'll make it to be a bit fluffy, taking the air out. You can do this with your hand mixer or your machine mixer, or you can use the pulse button in your blender, but I chose to use my hand. So I'm going to stir that vigorously while my oil is heating on the fire. You want to be careful with your oil. It just needs to be hot or medium heat, not high heat, because if the heat is too high, it will burn quickly and then it will be raw inside. So the heat just needs to be low to medium, not too low, so the akara paste doesn't soak up the oil, but not too high so that it doesn't cook completely, if you get what I mean. So I'm just scooping in the akara paste, scoop, 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 scoop. And disclaimer, over here we love pepper, okay? So I love pepper, my husband loves pepper. So I felt I needed to just do a little garnishing on it. I know I added some pepper while blending, so I just need to add just a little so that when we bite it, we can still have that taste of pepper, if you know what I mean. So this was Pastor Jerry's birthday, and after the prayer, I think it's Judy K. Yeah, Judy K came and sang. So I was just vibing to the music playing in the background while making breakfast for my baby, because he had come in early that morning from work the previous night. So I just needed to make him a nice breakfast, so he can eat and then sleep. So I'll just normally when I'm doing my NSPPD prayers, I don't get distracted. But then, because You have to keep the home front going while still keeping the spiritual front going. I had to multitask. So I was doing the prayer while making breakfast for my baby. So now I'm just checking up on the oil and I'm flipping the akara to the other side. You can see the first part is fried, it's cooked now. So I'm just flipping to the other side to cook evenly. You get. Don't worry about the pepper inside splashing all over the oil. It is normal. Okay? It has that is the real akara for you. That is the Nigerian akara for you. So you need to keep an eye on this to make sure it doesn't get burnt. To make sure that one part of the akara is not burnt while the other is still uncooked. So I'm just doing that while vibing.
Hands wherever you are. As I dwell in the secret place of the Most High, I'm abiding under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. Can someone put his hands on her chest and say, my God, El Roy, the God that sees me, in Him will I trust. Wherever you are, can you throw your head back and shout, Happy birthday, Pastor Jared? Can you shout, we love you? God bless you. God bless you.
Look at that. It's giving that early morning Saturday akara vibe where your mom sends you to go to that woman near the mango tree. That perfect size. If it's too big, it's like I just needed to make like I know I'm in the UK, but I needed to have that Nigerian Saturday morning childhood akara vibe. Do you get? So, and it gave really. So this is the second batch. I'm just scooping in the second batch now. I'm done with the prayers, so I'm now focused on the breakfast. My baby loves to use pap for his akara. I use oats most of the time. I'm not really an akara person, you get. And believe me, this akara I made, it lasted for a very long time because after he had eaten it, we still had a lot left. So I packed it in the Ziploc bag and then kept it in the fridge. And that saved us for a while because I didn't have to bother about making akara or my baby wanting to eat akara. Whenever he felt like he wanted it, he would just take out the portion he wants and then microwave and eat. Okay, so at this point, I had to turn on the lights at the I don't know. There's this thing, Sha. I don't know how to call it. Please pardon me. Like I said, English is not my language. It's not my first language. Okay, so it extracts heat, and then there's a light. So I had to turn it on so I can see what I was doing properly. So that's why it's brighter now, and I think I love this color. I love this akara color because it's not white. The pepper I grinded, I blended with the beans, gave it this unique sweet color, and then me garnishing it just gave all it's supposed to give, like 1000 over 100 minus nothing. You can agree with me. So at this point, I felt okay, since I'm almost at the end of the akara making process, I should make the pap. So this is dried pap, dried yellow pap. If you live in the UK, you know that some of these fresh foods we don't have the privilege of getting it, but then we can always substitute for the dried ones. And this one, if you make it properly, it just gives the same vibe, the same outcome like the fresh corn or the fresh pap would give. You just need to be careful while mixing the paste so you don't add too much water in it. Okay, so like I said earlier, my husband loves to use pap for his akara. So I'm just mixing and checking the consistency, that it is not too thick, it is not too watery, just the right consistency for this pap to be successful. Look at that akara. I told you I was making a lot, and then we still have some more in the pan frying. So this is our kettle, it was boiling water. So I decided to just take the pap with him that morning. So I made 2 plates of pap. Our akara is almost ready, 90% ready. Okay, our water has stopped boiling, so I'll just do this while praying in my mind that my village people do not remember me. You know, if you're not an expert at this pap making thing, you have to be sprinkling the blood of Jesus. But then I've known the hack for it, so I just do it and I cover it to cook by itself, like to steam up, for the heat to steam up, if you get what I mean.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
So nobody brought in our.
At this point, I felt really fulfilled because I know I've fed him and he has eaten. So apparently this wasn't enough for him. He said he needed more, and I added more. So I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you on my next one. Bye.